It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Hey guys, catching up with Coach Mullen before the game. They continue to be without their starting running back, but the good news, their backup is off to a terrific start. He was able to step in and have a very productive game last week. We'll see if he's able to keep up that same energy and same stamina here today. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. The Cardinals ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So NC State's offense will come out first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They put the brakes on it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tries to get it himself. Great awareness, picks up the first down and slides at the exact right moment. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, running back on the move. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Complete. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Louisville's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Takes the easy completion. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Murray. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. They'll give it to him again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the grab. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll operate out of split backs. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Throws to the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He's changing the play. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. Unloads to the right. Intercepted to stop the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll run it on the counter. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looks as if he's going to run it. Flies to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Motion from the wideout. Selling the fake. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Back to pass, it's Murray. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass on second down. They're all over it. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Second and long here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll need a bunch on second down. They want to throw it. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They go to the counter, looking for a crease. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Cardinals have this offense rolling. Working the ground game. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And here comes the offense on second down. Keep it on the ground. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense all over it.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Under pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Oh, pressure's coming. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Here's some daylight. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's got the back in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. They bring the punter onto the field now. Trying to take it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. North Carolina State has it back in the offense headed to the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Pulls it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback keep. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Grimes. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Could not make his way to the corner. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Finds his man. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. That's caught by Williams. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Minnesota taking on the Maryland Terrapins. And it's the Gophers looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here Now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Louisville. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to field this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Keeps it on the ground. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. On the RPO, got him. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. That carry puts him over 20. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Turns it upfield. Makes his man miss. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Louisville's offense is taking the field, and they look ready to go. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Hand it to the back. Just smothered on the play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to pass, it's Murray. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the NC State sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Bush. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Leaves it in his belly. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Back to throw, it's Murray. Working that wide receiver screen. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Quick give. Got an alley. Got enough for the 1st down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Coles. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Rush is on. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Searching for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. It'll be a draw. The Wolfpack will get the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Out wide right, it's Bush. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. They believe they can run right here. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Keeps it himself. Pulls it on the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Before they snap it on fourth down, we have a timeout call. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, driven back. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw, it's Murray. Fires to the right. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times. You've turned the football over. Like, continue to play. Find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wants to keep it in the air. A little release to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside. It's Massey. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.